record. All right, everybody, welcome. If you could mute me out, that would be great. Welcome to Diamond Zone Open Mic Friday. And I love this day because it's a day where you guys get to share your testimonials. First, before we get started, like we always do, World Global Network is a company that is really taking the network marketing industry by storm. And to protect this legacy company, which is the reason why a lot of us got involved, we want to make sure we dot every I and cross every T. So we always take the first, 1 minute of every time we do a presentation to present to you our income disclosure notice. And I will tell you that there's a lot of people that are getting a lot of results very quickly within World Global Network. But it's not without, obviously, work. This is not get rich quick. This is not do nothing and earn money. But what I believe we've done is put together the right foundation, and that is the right leadership, the right product, and the timing of this opportunity. And when you add to that the fabulous people that are involved with this company, it's becoming a family. And that's really what we want to create here. Is a family atmosphere, people that enjoy being around each other, being genuine, and really working with the people that really want to build something, not just for today, but for the future. And that's really where time freedom comes in. That's where money freedom comes in. And that's when you could do, people say, well, money's bad. You know what I always say? Money makes you more of what you already are. And so if you're a good person, you're going to be a good person with money. If you're a bad person, you'll be a bad person with money. But I will tell you, bad people don't hang out here very long because they're exposed. And that's really the essence of really what we're all about. And so I'm holding to that. So what I want to do is I want to move very quickly into Open Mic Friday. And, it's all about sharing your story, guys, because as you know, I'm a firm believer in really going out there and speaking from the heart. And you're gonna talk about your testimonials every single day that you're with World Global Network if you're building a business. But what I want you all to know is that when you build the business with World Global Network, right, there's a flow. There's a flow. And what you have to know is everybody has a testimonial. Okay? And your testimonial is this. I'll put it up here. It's who you are. This is your connection, right? Okay? What your background is. Okay? What have you done in the past? When and why and how you got started with World. And then once you tell your story, if you have something that you want to share that was exciting this last week, let people know what's going on, what's happening, who did you talk to, who may be getting involved in the business, what different niches have you hit, what's exciting in your business, because I'm a firm believer, guys, that you got to find your little successes. And that's really your time today is to shine and tell people what was your success that you were excited about last week. So we're going to go first and foremost. I promised Mindy. Am I not heard? Oh, yeah, I'm on. Someone says no sound. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to go to Mindy. Mindy was brought in by Fran, and I'll let Mindy share that part of the story. But she's somebody that I met with yesterday. She flew in from Wisconsin. She was going to a meeting out in Carlsbad, California. So since I only lived, 40 minutes, 35 minutes, I drove down, okay, and it was like we knew each other for years when I met her. And she's a great lady. She's going to build a very, very large company. I thoroughly enjoyed spending that time with you, Mindy. So if you would, let's just do what I talked about yesterday.
Okay, thank you. I have to say the feeling is mutual. I had a wonderful time meeting you, and I felt like I had known you for a very, very long time. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Mindy Clark, and my background is in medicine. I'm an MD, and I opened the second medical spa in the United States eons ago. And I sold that practice and went to law school. And then I decided I wanted to learn Pilates. So I moved to Europe, to Italy, in fact, for 3 years. And I had to learn Italian to take my Pilates classes. And I came back to the States because I wanted to do Pilates that was specific for golf. And at that point, I realized I didn't understand the swing mechanics of the game of golf, and did some research, and I found out about the Titleist Performance Institute, which is out here in Oceanside, California. And I signed up for their classes. And what I went there to do was to take their fitness certification to go with my Pilates, but I fell in love with something else they taught, which was biomechanics. And so anyway, I spent about 3 years taking all of their courses, and I built a business where I traveled around the globe and I worked with professional golfers. But that entailed traveling about 200,000 miles a year, and I quickly grew tired of that. And so I considered at that point in time that I wasn't a doctor, I wasn't a lawyer, I was an entrepreneur. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do next. And then I get this very brief email from Francesca Gatto on LinkedIn. And I had gotten some other messages from people that were related to Hilo, but the wording of them was such that I wasn't curious enough to read or look at the video. But with Francesca's, I did. And in the moment I looked at that video, I mean, I got it. It had applications in my life with both medicine and professional sports. And then, of course, having aging parents at the time, the guardian function was very appealing to me. And I have two sons and a grandson now. I thought that the first thing I thought of was, this is Apple. This is Apple without a computer and without a brick and mortar store. But everything else, the app store itself, the phone that's coming out, and the device itself and what it was capable of, I just couldn't get it out of my mind. And so I immediately dove into the deep end of the pool and have been recruiting people very selectively, people who I think are going to be as passionate about making this a business as I am. And I would say so far I've been really fortunate at getting the people I wanted to come into business with me. And in fact, several of them live in Southern California, but two of them are having dinner with me tomorrow night, and we're going to have a company meeting, if you will. And so I couldn't be more excited to be here, and I see only great things in the future. And I'm so appreciative, especially of you, Francesca, for inviting me on this journey.
Okay, Mindy, hang on, stay with me. So Mindy, let me just ask a quick question. So you're saying you didn't know Mindy at all? I'm sorry, Fran, you didn't know Fran at all?
No.
So she sent you a message on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay, you guys hearing this message? And when she got it, here was the other message she sent loud and clear. I immediately got it. In other words, after watching the video, immediately her antenna was up and she got the essence of it. And this is my point. People either get it or they don't quickly. Now, the other thing I want you to share, Mindy, is we talked about this last night. You said that you were going to go back to Harvard. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I had already been accepted at Harvard University. I was really thrilled that I had been accepted for a year-long program for MDs who wanted to learn acupuncture. And classes were supposed to begin on September 11. And I saw something happening so quickly with what I was trying to do within this company that I had to make a decision if I was going to do this sort of part-time while I was going through my coursework at Harvard, or whether I was going to give this my full attention. And just in the last week, I formally withdrew from Harvard University to commit myself to this full-time.
Why not? Now that got me excited, Mindy. So I appreciate you. I know you're going to go into a meeting, but you guys mark this down. Mindy will be a diamond. We mapped it out last night before the Las Vegas event. There's no doubt. And just so you know, Mindy, Joe Bosco reached out to me today, so we're going to be talking.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I left a message for him. He called me back. So you got a lot of good things going on, girl. Great meeting you, and have a great meeting and recruit all those people from Titleist today.
I'm working on it.
Thanks, Mindy. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right. So who else wants to do open mic? No one's going on my chat. Here we go. Here, someone said I will share. Hang on. I can't see anymore. Oh, Fran. Okay, we got Amaka and we got Faye. So we're gonna go to Fran, who brought in Mindy. She's a LinkedIn sniper. Fran is a LinkedIn sniper. So Fran, welcome to the call.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name's Francesca Gatto, and my background is primarily staffing in the pharmaceutical industry. And LinkedIn is my tool. I'm not too great with Facebook, but LinkedIn is, as you would say, is my wheelhouse. Well, I had to share because listening to Mindy's story, it's truly amazing because every day I would say I send out anywhere up to 100, maybe 150 LinkedIn emails, connections. And, you go days and days and days without people responding. And when I saw Mindy's profile, MD, entrepreneur, I was like, wow, she looks like, a really good candidate for our business. And I just have to say, Mindy, when I sent that LinkedIn message to her, she responded immediately and we just connected. And some people you just connect with. And honestly, I have a new friend for life with Mindy. I mean, it was just amazing. So what my point is with LinkedIn, though, is when Jeff talks about doing the do every day, it's grueling sometimes, when you don't get a response. But this week, I actually got 3 responses from LinkedIn, 3 professional people. One gentleman is in wearables. However, he now has decided he's more on the technical side and he doesn't want to do the business. But I have a woman I'm speaking with at noon today, our second call. She's down in Tampa, and she is a sales professional from the Menlo Park, California, just moved to Florida. And then I have another gentleman who is in Maryland, who's in medical devices. But what you do, like a month out, reaps the rewards for now. This is what I'm saying. Every day now I'm getting people that are saying, I want to know more. So it's really a powerful tool, but it really does take time and due diligence, and you can't get discouraged.
Fran, stay on with me. You talk about the best message, and it just reemphasized what we talk about. She's diligent every day. I love it. 100 to 150 emails every day. And I love what you said, Fran. Days and days and days with no responses. But that's not your concern. Your concern is not the responses. Your concern is to keep filling up the funnel, and the responses will come. But what I want you to do, Fran, just give people the essence. Not that it's magic, but give people the essence of what you say in your email.
Okay. Well, you know what? I am a little bit out of the box. I will say that in the email that I send, because it's through LinkedIn and I feel, it's a professional network of people. I wouldn't say like, hey, Joe.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I will share if you want to hear exactly what I say.
Yes, I think everybody would love that.
Okay, let me just if you bear with me 1 second, I can just pull it up. But I mean, I can tell you the essence. I introduce myself. I say and this is the other thing. When I work in LinkedIn, I'm always targeting people that are looking for new opportunities because I feel your hit ratio is better. People that are working in traditional businesses, if they're not looking, they may respond, but there's so many people on LinkedIn right now that are looking for an opportunity. It's amazing. There's thousands and thousands of people. I think 356,000, I think, was the number of people looking for new opportunities. So the way I started, as I say, good morning, good afternoon. I noticed that you're looking for a new opportunity, and then I make it a little personal for them to the fact that I say, I can see that you're in the medical device sales arena. And what I say then is that I owned a company in the US and Canada in the staffing industry and pharmaceuticals. And I sold my companies in February of 2016. And I am now working in the wearable tech industry. That's like my little mantra of what I start. And then I say, do you keep your business options open? Have you seen this yet? And then that's where I put the link. And then I just give a little bit of background. I just say it's a technology company. I do say partnered with Toshiba. And it's just pretty basic, but
so basically you tell your story, your background.
Yes, I do.
Right, and then you talk about the 2-minute video. Wait, hang on, I'm hearing myself. I'm gonna mute you, friend. So you talk about your story, the 2-minute video, and little bit bullet points. Partnered by Toshiba, launching into the United States in 195 countries. I'm sure is in there, and then she's fishing. That's it. So there's no magic. Can I tell you the magic? No matter what you say, you could say this. Watch this, and you'll get responses versus doing nothing. If you sent 100 to 150 emails that just said "watch this," there would be more responses than doing nothing. It's not the magic words. It's the activity. You got to listen to me on this one, guys. It doesn't make a difference. It's the 100 to 150 emails that she's doing consistently every day. Who's willing to do that? What does that take, Fran? What does that really take you in time to do?
Constantly sitting there, because I do what you do, cut and paste, and then I just tweak it for that person.
Right. So how long does it take you to do that?
I said about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. All right. So you guys, I can't do 3 or 4 hours. Okay. Can you do an hour and you'll get how many out? 50? Okay. 20, whatever it is. It's just, so anyway, Fran, great message. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm looking.
Wait, say it again.
I'm looking for 5 Mindys.
And you're going to find them. And I'll tell you this, guys. I'll tell you the story. Here's a conversation just maybe 30 days, 60 days ago with Fran. Jeff, I'm working so hard. And it's not producing yet. I said, Fran, it turns on a dime. I am not worried about you. Ask her our conversation. She goes, why aren't you worrying about me? I said, because I know you're doing the work. It's going to pay off. I'm not worried about the short term. Then all of a sudden, boom, 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 harvest. Conversation yesterday. Jeff, I'm so excited. This is happening. That's happening. Oh my gosh, it's growing. I'm so busy. Right, Fran? Those were the conversation. And I said to her, I promise you, I said, I'm not worried about you. because I know you're doing the work. It's going to pay off. Because she would always call me and say what she's doing. So great story, Fran, and I'm so happy for you. And Lisa's smiling ear to ear right now. So
I just want to say one other thing real quick.
No, Fran, no.
Well, today is also Marlene Boychuk, and I brought her in, and she's doing amazing as well. She's really new, but every day she's on these diamond calls, and you know, she asks great questions, and she is just, you know, determined to make this work. So I just want to say I appreciate her as well.
All right, Fran, one more question. Does Fran send requests to connect first?
Yeah, see, I have a LinkedIn premium account, so I have to pay. I pay a lot of money because I have like the executive account. So I have access to a lot maybe that, you know, other people would not have. But yes, sometimes I connect first because you only get so many in-mail credits a month with your account. So you couldn't just reach out to everybody without them connecting with you. But I always use up, you know, my 35 in-mail credits that I have. I use that up the beginning of the month always. But yes, but because I'm asking so many people to connect, people are connecting, and then I shoot the response right out.
Awesome. Thank you, girl. Thank you. All right, guys. Open mic Friday. It's not like people are. Who's that?
Hi, this is Marlene Boychuk. I'd just like to say thanks, Fran. She's really been helping me, and I've been, you know, trying to mirror what she's been doing. So,
okay, hang on, Marlene. You're not gonna get away that easy. Tell us your name and your background and how you heard about us.
Yes, my name is Marlene Boychuk, and I worked in the engineering chemical industry for about 22 years. I worked for DuPont as an engineer, and then I migrated into information technology. I worked with different big firms, CSC, Accenture, and Fran at one point came into my life when the company started outsourcing. So I was outsourced by DuPont, and then went to Accenture, and then I was outsourced by Accenture again. And I contacted Fran. Don't know how we actually was first introduced, but I contacted Fran, and she got me an opportunity as a consultant working through her company back for DuPont. So I worked there for several years, and then that project ended, and then I went into a cycle of every few years I'd work for a company. That project would end. Then I would be out of work for a couple of months, and then I'd start a new project. And I was constantly traveling. You know, I lived in Delaware, and I would have to go and stay in a hotel in New Jersey every week for one project. My last project ended back at the end of 2016. It was a really long project for the United States military. And when that project ended, I started again with, you know, my routine, going out and, you know, getting, putting out my feelers for new opportunities. So I reached out to Fran, and I said, Fran, I'm available. I know you have a consulting company. You know, you have my information. If you could, you know, contact me if there's anything. And Fran sent me an email back saying that she had sold her consulting company, and, you know, she'd started this new business, and if I would take a look at this video. At the time, I didn't, because I was, you know, busy. My mind wasn't in the right place. And then later on, a couple months later, I reached out to Fran again. I said, I went and I tried to look at this video, and it wasn't working. So she said, try this, go to YouTube, you know, give me different directions. I went out and I looked at the video, and I was like, wow, this is great. I really love the product. And I contacted her, the fact that she said this was new technology, which I know I have a Fitbit that fell apart. I have an iPhone. I'm one of those people that I get all the new devices. So when I saw this from Farron, I decided that, this is something that I want to do. This is my first foray into network marketing. I'm new at this, but I am so proud of the product and that I want to show it to everybody. I want to share this with everybody. So I'm trying to mirror what Fran is doing. So hopefully some of her success will rub off on me.
Awesome. Marlene, thank you so much. And a great story. You got the message. You didn't watch it for 2 months, but situations changed and you wanted the product and now here you are. So here's my advice, Marlene.
Yes.
Okay, treat this, obviously follow what Fran's telling you, and treat this like you would any other type of situation that you had for maybe 2 or 3 months. Do it with a vengeance, okay, and do it, and it's going to work every single time. So just have that mentality, and this will start to go very, very, very quickly for you.
Thanks.
So I appreciate you, Marlene. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who else, guys? Open mic Friday. We got some time now. So we just want you guys to share what's on your screen. You could use your chat or you could just unmute yourself. And we'd love to hear your background, even if you shared before. La, la, la. I'm going to have them lined up from now on. Come on, you know what? You want me to start unmuting people and just asking you questions? Then I will. Okay. Oh, here we go. Randomly. I will share. Who's that? That is.
It's Yvette.
Hi, Yvette. Thank you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. It's not hard. I have a loud mouth anyway, so. Hi, I'm Yvette, and I just started this business about 10, 11 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And Joy Jones and Jennifer Birdsong brought me in. And I came into this business because of Joy and my friend Jennifer. I respected them, respected their business and what they've done. And I've been in social services for 20 years now.
Wow.
And as we all know, I mean, I'm in it for the passion in social services. I love doing what I do, and that will never leave me. However, all of you who may have been in social services and heard anything about it, the money's not there. So my why, I want to be able to do what I love, be able to donate money, be there, do some charity work, but be able to be okay and not struggle and not have to work another job or, I've been a director in positions before, and I just think it's, for me and my husband at this time, it was the perfect time for us to come in, because I'm currently not working because we're moving. So, but it was perfect. And I just feel like I've been pushing myself. I've been planting some seeds. I'm not disappointed because it's only been 2 weeks. And though I should have a bunch, I have a lot of people that haven't said no. They haven't said no yet. So it's not a no. It is, you will come and you will be here and you will be rocking with me when I do this journey. So for anyone out there too, like I said, I have not yet. My husband is the one who's like, well, you got to know. And I'm like, honey, it's not a no. It's not a no. It's just not now. So I thank everyone because I get on these every day. I'm on almost every time, every night. And I just, right now it's again, it's just an amazing venture. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen.
Awesome. So Yvette, how did you exactly hear about us?
Through my friend Jennifer Birdsong.
Okay, what did she do?
She's a realtor, and she's one of my, what'd she do?
Yeah.
Well, I've known Jennifer for 20 years, and she had spoken with Joy Jones and Courtney, and she had called me and said, hey, I know you know that I do this, and you think I'm a network marketing, I'm not going to use the term, but let's just say it was an explicit. She's like, but you've got to check this out. And I laughed because I knew exactly what she was trying to do. And I go, okay, Jen. And at that point, I was getting ready for my trip to New York. And I said, listen, I'm going to watch the video. So I watched the video. She called me right away. And then she goes, what do you think? I'm like, you know what? I think this is awesome. And I'm a Fitbit person, and I love this product. And my husband's going to love the business aspect. So I told her I'd follow up. She said, that's fine. I was going on a trip, came back. She's like, how's it going? And I go, it's going good. She goes, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to come to this meeting? And then at that point, I said, yeah, you know what? Count on me because I do like this, and I think it's the perfect timing. And we were there on Saturday when you came to Fort Myers, and we had to go because we had a party for my nephew. But at that point, my husband was like, no, we're not going to do this network marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. And so I'm like, shut up and just listen. He sat there and he goes, you know what, babe? Let's do this. We were out to the car because we had an appointment. I walked all the way back in. I saw Joy and I go, hey, guess what? We're getting the family pack. That's how much listening to this had turned my husband around. And I told Jen, listen, we're getting the family pack. We're on. They were like, that was quick. And I'm like, I just needed to get my husband on board or make him think it was his idea. And we're good.
Yeah, it's amazing what you got to do with the husbands. But I remember you were sitting on the right side, like third row back. I could see the change in him during the meeting. And it was just you could just see it. And it's what is it about? Just getting people open-minded enough to at least listen. And but I love you guys that both you guys are a couple. You're both on the same page. You did it right. Now here's my advice, Yvette.
Yes.
And you gotta listen. You gotta stay even. It's been 10 days, and I like the way you look at that. Okay, a no's not a no. But you know what? If you do get a no, that's a good thing. People perceive no's as bad. No's are good. No's mean you're doing the work. No's mean you're one step closer to a yes. So you got to stay even. You got to have an 18-month mindset, as we went over on Saturday. And now you're just on a journey to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. It's just sometimes you want it faster than it happens. Listen to Fran's story, right? If Fran's not the perfect story, if she's sending out 100 to 150 emails a day, how many no's you think she's getting? Or how many no responses? Most. But to find one Mindy, to find one Marlene, you guys get it? It turns on a dime. You just have to stay even. It's not the business. The business always works. It's the person running the business that all of a sudden says, well, this isn't working fast enough. At least social service was a consistent check. And that's when you go right back to what you wanted to get away from. So anyway, I'm glad you're on the team. I'm so excited. And I know you're on these calls. So these types of calls, and hopefully you guys try to get to Vegas. Whatever you have to do, try to get there. I'm telling you, it'll change your business. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Yvette, for sharing. Robert, you're next. Go ahead, brother.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm muted.
All right, Robert.
I am a pharmacist by training from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I never thought that downsizing or being laid off was ever really an option for me. And it happened. And it kind of took me aback and, but I had peace about it. They gave me a severance package, and that's another story. After that, I was more open. I had done network marketing before and hadn't had a whole lot of success, but had a little bit of success. And I was just using my LinkedIn things to connect with people that I knew in the industry, and just random people, because there's a feed there that comes up, oh, you might be interested in connecting with these, and one of the guys happened to be this guy, Greg, who I had bought a bike from a couple of years ago out in a smaller town outside of Calgary. And we connected, and he ended up sending me some information, and the rest is history. When I went to the 2-minute video and saw it, I went back to the site and I'm going, oh, there's some more stuff here. So let's look. So I'm pretty sure that I had seen the 7-minute video and registered for a webinar already by the time he even got back to me. I was open. And yeah, staying even is very important. I had an interesting day yesterday. I had somebody that was extremely negative. But right after that, I was blessed with somebody that saw the vision and was eager.
Hey, Robert, did you go to any of the events out in Canada?
I did.
Good. Which one did you go to? Calgary?
I did go to the Calgary one, yes.
Perfect. Okay,
And
great. Go ahead.
Jeremy was awesome. I mean, when I first arrived, I was just entering the room and I recognized Jeremy from the Zoom meetings and stuff. And I introduced myself. I said, hi. He was just using his phone, taking screenshots or room pictures and stuff. So
Awesome.
very approachable.
So, Rob, are you currently not working?
I am currently not working. I did have a couple of small short-term things, and I think that's probably the way that I'm going to try and stay in the warm market and maintain some contacts there for the time being.
Okay, good. Yeah, obviously you got to find your niche, and obviously your niche would be people that in the medical community. Just pick your lane, stay in your niche, and let me ask you, are you in a situation where you're able to not go get a job and really focus on this?
I think so, for a month or two.
Okay, so if you never want to go back to work, you got to treat this like you would if you went back to work. In other words, it's not when you want to do it. If you went back to work, I'm sure that would require 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, right?
Yep.
Okay, same thing. Pretend that we just hired you here today, and your job is to get that message into as many people. If Fran could get 150 out in 3 hours, well, that would tell me if you were really doing this 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Okay, now run those numbers. And if you did, you wouldn't be thinking about getting a job in 30 days from now. If you did that.
Yes. And I've got some mitigating circumstances, so I can probably put in 3 or 4 hours a day.
Okay, whatever it is, whatever your situation is, it is. But if you did that, you're going to get results.
Yep. I definitely agree.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Robert, for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, who else, guys? Who wants to share? I know Joy Jones is as excited about a vet. But why don't you come on, Joy, and tell us why you're excited.
Oh, I just text her how proud I am of her, and if I could clone her, I would be a millionaire by the end of the year. She has not, talk about event promoter. She has not missed a meeting or an event since that day in Fort Myers. She has been on every call. She is on the World Global updates on Mondays. She's on Jeremy's team call on Tuesday nights. She is just, I couldn't ask for more out of a person. So I'm just so honored to have her on our team.
Good. Now, Joy, I want you to share just your name and your background, not like you did before, just and tell people what's going on.
Sure. My name is Joy Jones. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and I got involved in March through Bill Davey, who is one of Jeff and Lisa's all-stars. And, Jeff talks about our date that we get in and then our start date. And I don't really know what date we got in because my husband bought a family pack without telling me. And I fell in love with the product when I saw the video. And like some people, when I realized a network marketing business was behind it, I got terrified because he and I have never been involved in network marketing. But I do have an advertising and marketing degree, and my husband is an entrepreneurial spirit of all sense. And we talked through it the first weekend, and we just dissected the whole thing and fell in love with it and said, why not get out of our comfort zone and try something new. And we just saw the opportunity that's before us. And the only way I can describe it is, it's like I couldn't wake up the next day and pretend like the opportunity wasn't there. And that first week that I was involved, I started connecting people to either the product or the opportunity, not doing it myself, just thinking of other people that I think would like it. And I laughed at myself about a weekend and I said, no, I'm doing it. I just don't want to admit that I'm doing it. And I would call and ask Bill Davy questions. And I think about on day 5, he said, well, why don't you jump on, Jeff does a training in the morning called Diamond Zone. And I jumped on one morning and I put duct tape over or painter's tape over my camera and made sure my mute was off and no one could see me. And I was like, what is this little world that people are meeting online and talking about it? And I absolutely fell in love, and I've missed very few since. And it just starts my day off right and puts my head in the right place and gets me motivated and teaches me. And I really found that this is just as much about personal development and professional development as it is about any one product. And so I'm just open at 42 to grow. So I'm loving it.
Wow, great, Joy. Thank you. Lisa's smiling.
Aw.
We love meeting you guys, and we can't wait to get back out to Florida in July. I know we're going to have a really packed house when we come back again.
Absolutely.
So,
we look forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm unmuting somebody because I see her on Facebook. We chat back and forth. Deb Gosnell, I want you to share it. I'm unmuting you.
Oh my God. Hello.
That's right, Deb. I got you, girl. I found you.
You found me.
I found you.
Jeff, if only you knew what I look like right now.
That's all right, girl. I don't care what you look like. Go ahead and share.
Yeah, my son just said I had unicorn hair.
So go ahead. Tell us your name, your background, and how you heard about us.
My name is Deb, and yeah, sorry. Apparently, I'm not really with it yet this morning. I apologize.
Background?
Yeah, sorry. I've been listening to all the stories and going, So everybody's had a great story. This is my story. My name's Deb. I am a single mom of 2 amazing children, and recently new pup in the equation. And we live in Victoria, BC. I was in my lovely world of, I don't know what I was doing on my computer at the time. I work with currently, which is fairly new, the last, I think, 5 years, I've been working with people with a variety of different disabilities. And 2 years of it, I've been doing overnight. So, you know, it's a toll on my well-being. And the last 6 months or more, it's been, there's going to be some sort of company changeover between nonprofits. The system works a little bit different up here in Canada. But anyways, the main point was that I was obviously in this open mindset as I am doing some stuff on my computer in between work and picking up kids and running things around. And I was scanning Use Victoria, which is a free system for people to post things on for sale or job opportunities or whatever. And I came across this post and I'm like, new US, North American company, wearable, I can't even remember if it said wearable technology, but I thought, hey, what the hell? So I responded to the ad, not thinking how fast I'd get a response back. And I was floored. And I honestly, you know, with all the ads out there, I didn't really take it seriously. But obviously, as I've discussed with my upline, is I was in the mindset I was open to hear and listening. And that's what made me
Search.
Yeah, search, but
Who-
also listen to
Who
that.
responded to you, Deb? Who
It was
responded?
Monica K. And she was so quick and so personable. And same with, she got me on the line with, after the webinar, with Terry and Patty.
Terry and
and-
Patricia, yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting to know all the names still.
That's all right.
And, you know, I just connected because they were sincere and they laid it out, even though my mind was boggled with all this new information and my crazy life. I was like, whoa, it was not the product for me at first that got me. It was like, wow, I did not see this as a marketing level company. I just thought, well, hell yeah, get on board. That is where the industry is going. That is, you know, the top, one of the top industries money making. You know, I would be stupid not to jump on board. And yeah, I ended up jumping on board, and I am loving every moment of it. Even, you know, this is my focus. I'm on the phone calls. I'm squeezing it in when I'm at work in my 16-hour shift with my client, as Jeff probably remembers me texting him in a hurry. That, you know, I'm jiving to his music on one of his webinars, because it is so uplifting to listen to Jeff daily, twice a day sometimes,
Right.
and connect with my upline. That this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. And you know, it is taking me longer than I want, and that's why being on the meetings, I'm like, you know, holds me on, because it inspires me more. I'm connecting with more people in the company, and I have had some success. I got a family pack on with a person that, one second, a person that you know, is in the car industry, and
Perfect.
he got on because he listened to my passion, and he's like, you know, he was open enough to hear from my upline. So I just have to keep on getting those windows of opportunity, and you know,
That's
I will
it.
be standing there on stage with you, Jeff.
Of course
And
you will. That's,
And I believe that. So, and I will be jigging with you.
I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, but Deb, I love your story. And, you know, obviously, you guys heard it. I don't have to repeat it, but I like to repeat it. Okay. She was searching. She was searching, found an ad, and then resonated with the people that she connected. And you see how fast Monica followed up? That's another thing that shocked her. So you got to listen to key messages that people share. She was searching, number one message. Number two, the person who wrote the ad followed up quickly, and then got them on the upline and to meet everybody else. Okay, there you go. There's three good messages there. So, Deb, I appreciate you. Now, here's my advice. Now, I'm not suggesting you're not doing this, and this is advice for everybody. A lot of people are saying the same thing. I'm on all the calls, and you guys, it's a big part of the business is being plugged in. You're plugged in. But the thing is now being plugged in and then leaving the call and executing your daily plan. Your activity of accountability after you get on these calls. Follow me? And I just don't want you guys to be, and I'm not suggesting this is happening, but I know where I was. I was a professional meeting goer. But after leaving the meeting, I just went on and attended another meeting. And there was no work involved in between the meetings. You follow me? So it's the activity that will get you. This just gets your head right. So you could go out there and attack the naysayers, to attack the 98% of the people that will make fun of you. So what? That's what this does. It keeps you on track that you're not the crazy one. They are. But the crazy one, okay, and I'm a little crazy, goes out there every day and talks to people. That's what you have to do. So Deb, cannot wait to meet you in Vegas so we can have that jiggy dance and keep moving forward. All right, hang on. Who else we got? Hey, Jeff, please put this on YouTube today so Jeff can share ASAP. Okay, yeah, of course. Absolutely. This will be on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm going to put on, because I keep going through the pictures here, and this person's always smiling. Mary Sue, I'm unmuting you. Yes, because you're nodding and you're smiling and you're taking notes. So, see, big brother's watching. So, who you are, what your background is, and how you got involved.
I have been in customer service and inside sales, predominantly customer service for a lot of years. I recently lost my job and was on LinkedIn all the time. So I'm using LinkedIn. I loved what Fran was talking about because I'm doing those things that she was talking about. And I took some notes about how she does her messages. So I'm going to be incorporating some of that in mine as well.
Good. Where are you from?
I am from just north of the Indianapolis, Indiana area.
Oh, nice. Good.
And somebody reposted a post by Kelly McNeff, and she was just talking about all these companies who are going out of business or closing stores and how marketing is changing. And if you're interested in hearing some more, just say, I want some more information in the comments. So I went actually to Kelly's LinkedIn page to find her original post and said, hey, I want some more information. And so she got back and then I also immediately requested to connect with her. And so she got back to me, sent me the link. So I watched the video. I have elderly parents who live in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Okay. So they're 600 miles away from me. So that was a major hook for me, is I will have the opportunity to be able to monitor them from 600 miles away. So that was huge for me. So we kind of talked a little bit back and forth for about a week or so, had my husband look at it, and he thought about it, prayed about it. The next day he said, yeah, let's go ahead and get in. And so we got in, got on the first webinar I got on was with Anna Marie and Stroh. And so I'm on all the time listening to the webinars. I'm on the Diamond Call every day, taking notes, just working it. And, you can't give up. You have to have your vision so that your vision carries you when you're not hearing anything, or maybe people are saying no, or they're not responding, or they're saying it's not the right time. You have to keep that vision in front of you and walk the walk, and it's going to happen.
Hey, Mary, so let me ask you a question. When you got laid off, is that when you became more open and you started looking around?
Well, like I said, I just happened to see a post of a post. So I was actually looking for, opportunities for a job. And
you came across this. You froze on me, Mary Sue. You look good frozen, though, I'll tell you that. So if you come back on, you could unmute yourself. But guys, I understand people are looking out there every day, and we know this, and that's why you got to always keep connecting. Always keep connecting. AKC, always keep connecting. I like that. We just made that up today. Always keep connecting. AKC. Okay. All right. I'm amazed at myself sometimes. It's just amazing, my brain. All right. Who else, guys? Can we hear from a guy? Any guys out there? I know we heard from Robert. You hear me blabbing. Who else, guys? One more. Let's do one more before I go to Thailand. All right, hang on. Uh-oh, what's that? I don't want that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm a girl. I'm happy to share, but I'm not a guy. Unmute yourself, Laura. Go ahead. Laura, unmute yourself.
Hey.
Just talk like this, Laura.
Talk like that. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
All right, go ahead, girl.
So I'm Laura, and like Yvette, I'm a social worker. I've been working here in Lee County for over 20 years for some of the big nonprofits, Big Brothers Big Sisters, the YMCA, Goodwill. And what changed for me was I became a grandma last year, and two of my kids, I had grandbabies, so I stepped down because I wanted to invest in our family and, you know, be a Gigi. So let's see. Okay, so did that not knowing that December, right before Christmas, my husband was let go from his job of 7 years. So life change happens, right? And I think that was like something that you hit on, Jeff, that's a common denominator, that different life events create opportunities for people to be open, you know? So we downsized. He got a job, which is great. You know, we're down in Marco right now. I'm not working. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a message from my friend Yvette. And Yvette and I have been friends for, you know, several years. And, you know, we see each other every now and then, but not on a daily basis or even monthly. So it was like really cool to hear from her. And I saw the video. You know, I did a little bit of network marketing before, so some of the lingo was familiar. I'm like, oh, here we go. But I watched the video. And it's as simple as that. I mean, it really is. And it's like literally the next day, that evening, got my husband to watch it, called her in the morning, said, let's go, let's do it. So, and that was yesterday. So.
Wow. That's awesome. So is your husband still laid off?
No. He's back to work.
Good.
He's back. So I'm the one that's not working now. So, but I am because I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's my point. That was going to be my point. I keep saying the same message. Treat this like you had to go back and this was a job.
Absolutely.
And then set your schedule. And regardless of what's going on in your life, just like if you had a job, you have to adhere to that schedule.
Absolutely.
And you watch how more productive you are. That's the biggest advice I could give most people. What, honey? Oh, this is yelling at me. Most people, they get involved here and they go, okay, well, you know, I'm just going to do it when I can fit it in. Well, hang on. You just told me that you might have to go back to work, which meant 8 hours a day. Well, then do this 8 hours a day. Oh, okay.
Right.
So anyway. All right, you guys, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing. Hang on, now there's a bunch of people now getting on with me. Way to go, Laura. So glad you're on my team. Great job, Laura. Love you stepped up. So proud of my team. Love it, guys. Okay, I'm signing off. I have a 3-way call. I'm on my way to Thailand. You guys support. We got Patricia Cagnetta. We have Bill Davies next week. We're going to have Dan Mays next week. So it's going to be a fabulous week of guest speakers. And I will be back doing the Sunday night call a week from Sunday, the opportunity call on Sunday night. So thank you. Love you guys. And I'll come back with a lot of great news about your unbelievable company, World Global Network. Thanks, guys.
See you in Thailand. Have a great trip.
Bye.
Safe travels.
Thank you.